Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to join us today. My name is Shima El-Khalil, and I'm a student information specialist here at McMaster Continuing Education. Today, we'll be guiding you through the health and social services skills programs in our online information session. I am being joined today by my colleagues, Christy and Kathleen, who are both program managers who will be speaking to their respective programs today during this presentation. I want to take a second here before we start to read our land acknowledgement. McMaster University recognizes and acknowledges that it is located on the traditional territories of the Mississauga and Haudenosaunee nations and within the lands protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement. Again, today we will be going over a number of our health programs, including health analytics, applied clinical research, health informatics, nutrition, health and wellness coaching, professional addiction studies, caregiving essentials, and finally creating caregiver-friendly workplaces. So with that being said, I am now going to pass it off to my colleague, Kathleen, who will start us off strong with the health analytics program.
Thanks, Shima. And thank you, everyone who's joining us today to learn about the health programs. We do have quite a long list, as you can see, but be patient. The program that you're interested in is bound to come up shortly, and you might learn about some interesting new programs along the way. So health analytics is a very short program. There's 5 courses you can choose from, but you only need to complete 3. And they're short in nature, tailored to professional development. They're non-credit courses, so there won't be as much homework in those courses for you. They're going to give you the foundations about how to apply the principles and practices of data analytics within the healthcare context. And as we know, collecting of data and analyzing, reporting health information is so important. You'll learn how to start using statistical software, doing a little bit of programming and software tools. If that seems at all intimidating to you, again, these are non-credit courses, professional development. They start from the beginning, so it shouldn't be onerous to you or intimidating for you to start this. You know, healthcare data has been in such the forefront of news, of our awareness since the pandemic. Privacy issues, how we transfer within the hospital, among hospitals, the information within other healthcare providers. So, this area is only going to grow, especially with the application of machine learning and AI in data analytics. Next slide, please. I don't have control of that, as you can see from my end. Thanks. As I said, there's 5 courses to choose from. That most of them are done virtual classroom. So you log into your course, you'll see somebody going through the lesson, much like I am right now, going through a series of slides and discussing with you what you'll need to know for each course. Those are the names of the courses that you can choose from when you're selecting one of your 3 courses for the certificate of completion. If you don't have a background in healthcare at all, I would recommend you starting with the understanding of the Canadian healthcare system. If you've been a patient in the healthcare system, if you feel confident that you know your way around in our Canadian and Ontario systems, feel free to jump in at the foundation of healthcare, of health data would be the alternative place for you to start. Some of the skills you're going to be learning in there are healthcare analysis, data analysis, statistical analysis, different softwares, quality, how we are reading, how we are using, how we are measuring, health informatics. You'll get to learn very foundational areas of health informatics. And then data management, data visualization is all about how do you present the data, and obviously data quality. Now, there's a number of job titles that you can read on this slide too. Again, this is a 3-course getting started certificate. So what I would say is, if you come from a background in health or in business analysis and you want to move into the health field, these 3 courses will really help you get to those jobs that you see there. However, if you're coming right without any experience, you might want to hold on and wait to hear about our more comprehensive diploma programs. Another field that you might also want to consider is applied clinical research. And let me tell you, the name is much more intimidating than what the field is. The applied clinical research is all about practices of doing research on people. That could be doing research on drugs that they are taking. So doing a focus group of, people who are trying a new drug versus people who are taking a placebo. It could be trying out new machines, seeing how they are working. So if there's a new diabetic machine out, you'll be tracking the data of how that's working for the clients. There are many different types of ways that people can participate in clinical research. It could be from the data management side. It could be from ensuring that the legal and regulatory procedures are followed. It could be from a project management. But what we also incorporate into our program is how to make sure that we're doing research ethically. And so that's a key component of our program. So the certificate in applied clinical research is fully online in asynchronous format. That means, you'll be logging in weekly and submitting assignments weekly. But when you get your work done is basically up to you. Your instructor will provide you with the deadlines on a week-to-week basis. There's 5 courses. We allow for a 3-year period to complete the program. Most people do that in less time, though. We have a capstone project, which really helps students become career ready, because in that capstone project, we're synthesizing all the skills and knowledge that you've learned in the program into a real clinical research project. So the benefit of that is when you go into an interview and you are talking about your role on a research team, you can do that through the use of the capstone project. So it's a great experience and a great addition to our program. It's the 5th course in the 5 courses in this certificate. And there we have a testimonial from one of our graduates. In the field of clinical research, you'll want a network to really make sure that you are landing into the right area because there's so many different opportunities in applied clinical research. And we advise that you join either the SOCRA, Society for Clinical Research Excellence, or the ACRP, the Applied Clinical Research Association. We as an academic institution are part of the consortium of academic programs in clinical research. And we also partner with other professional associations. So the Canadian Society of Respiratory Therapists have recognized our program for respiratory therapists as professional development, because perhaps some of the respiratory therapists want to move away from frontline work and move into doing applied clinical research in the background. So I won't read that whole slide to you, but I will kind of talk a little bit about the highlights, because I'm sure you can do that. You'll see the list of top skills. All of those skills align to those accreditations that we talked about from SOCRA and ACRP. Those job titles that we're setting you up for will be based on the completion of the program and any experience that you've had prior to starting the program. So there's lots of different pathways for you to take, but it's always about leveraging what you've done in the past. Universities and hospitals are top employers, but we also have pharmaceutical companies, and local health clinics that are doing research in using people. Like how are people sleeping? Um, how are people managing mental health? Those are all clinical research applications. So health informatics. I touched a bit on what our health informatics program is on as I was talking about health data analysis. But health informatics is a diploma. You need to, it's one of our few programs at McMaster that you actually have to apply to, and before you just can't go onto the website and register. We do need to verify that you have a degree or a diploma before you start. Again, if you don't have any technical experience, we want you to be fluent in how to use Microsoft practices. We don't want you to be intimidated by doing some coding, but it really is starting at a foundational level. You'll be applying information technology and their systems to healthcare data. You'll look at how clinical data and IT and management practices all fit in together, and how to optimize storage of data and how to extract data for reporting purposes. There are 8 core courses. Okay, choose one elective, 9. Okay, I thought I got that right. And an optional practical experience course offering. So we have people starting in health informatics in the fall. You'd have to go to our website. I think you might be a little late if you want to start this fall, but you're in good time if you're just here checking things out to start in the winter. So please plan on making application for the winter term. Next. And again, I won't go through all of these top skills and job titles with you. Again, the employers range from hospitals to academic areas, anywhere where they're using health informatics data. And that could also be, to expand on this, it could also be health informatics data at your regional health office. It could be at the police services office. The role of health informatics is expanding, and it's changing. There's lots of opportunities that I'd encourage you to go look at the jobs and see if there's something that you might be interested in. And now I get to pass this over to Christy. Hi, Christy.
Great, thank you. Hi, I'm Christy McGackran. I'm a program manager here at McMaster Continuing Education as well. And I look after a number of other health and social service programs that we have. So I'll be walking you through the nutrition, health and wellness coaching, and the professional addiction studies program. So welcome. We'll start with the Nutrition, Health, and Wellness program. And this program focuses on how nutrition relates to a healthy lifestyle, and it provides a foundational education in nutrition, healthy living, and wellness. The nutrition field is a spectrum, and this program views the topic of nutrition from a nutritional science lens, so from evidence-based information. And some of the key topics that are covered in the program are how nutrients work and why we need them, how our needs change across the life cycle, how other aspects of our lives are affected by nutrition, and factors to consider when developing health and wellness programming. This is an academic program, and completion of any 3 of the 5 courses earns a certificate of professional learning. Each course is 10 weeks in length, they're online, and the class moves through the weekly modules as a group with assigned deadlines. Students engage with each other through discussion forums and several live Zoom sessions that are scheduled throughout the term. The live sessions are optional but highly recommended, and they are recorded and posted afterwards. Some students choose to combine this program with previous education or work experience to enhance an existing background, but we also see it being taken out of personal interest and development. It is an open enrollment program. There's no application required. So the focus of the health and wellness program that we'll look at next, so the health and wellness coaching program, is to provide a comprehensive education in the knowledge, skills, and practical experience that's required to enter the rapidly growing field of health and wellness coaching. A health and wellness coach works with clients to motivate them to make the changes to their lifestyle and habits for lasting benefits. And they work with the clients to give them the tools to make the changes themselves. Some of the key elements of this program are to understand the boundaries of a coach as it relates to the health services continuum. There are important distinctions between coach, counselor, and therapist. To use an evidence-based knowledge filter to view the vast health and wellness information that exists. To learn practical skills and techniques for working with clients. To provide a formalized program for those who are seeking to make health and wellness coaching a career choice. This program is approved by the Health Coach Alliance for the Registered Health Coach designation, and we'll talk about that shortly. This is an academic program and students complete 8 courses. Again, each course is 10 weeks in length, and the class moves through the weekly modules as a group with assigned deadlines. The students engage with each other through discussion forums and several live Zoom sessions throughout these sessions. And the sessions are optional, but again, highly recommended, and they will be recorded and posted afterwards. So this program is a good choice for professionals who are already working in the health and wellness field, but are looking for formalized education, students who are just entering the field, or even professionals who are working in a related field, but are looking to shift their focus or add a new skill set. This program is open enrollment, and there's no application required. So you would take 8 courses from the list of 9 that you see on the screen. The first 7 courses listed here are all required courses, and then you would choose one elective from either the Wellness in the Workplace or Business Foundations. Please note that some of these courses do need to be taken in a specific order. So for example, Nutrition Fundamentals is a prerequisite for nutrition, fitness, and healthy living. This is listed in the course descriptions on our website, so please review them carefully. Some of these courses, such as Nutrition Fundamentals and Wellness in the Workplace, are cross-listed with other programs. And this gives an opportunity to learn from instructors with a variety of backgrounds and specializations. It's important to know that the health and wellness coaching field is not regulated. This program has been introduced to help provide professional training for those who may already be working as a coach, those who may be in related fields who want to gain a credential to enter the field, or those who are entering it fresh. We are pleased to be approved by the Health Coach Alliance for the Registered Health Coach designation. And although it is not mandatory to have this designation to work as a health coach, it's an excellent designation to add to your professional portfolio, and it will help you stand out in this unregulated field. The course requirements are the same, whether you're pursuing the Registered Health Coach designation or not. The difference is that if you're interested in pursuing the RHC designation, then once you finish the diploma, you will also write a final test with us at Continuing Education. And after passing the test, you are automatically eligible to apply for the RHC designation through the Health Coach Alliance. Health and wellness coaches serve in the continuum of health services by empowering individuals to shift their mindsets, habits, and behaviors to make informed and lasting lifestyle changes. Some of the groups of professionals who also work on this continuum and with whom you may interact include nutritionists and dietitians, social workers, psychologists, occupational therapists, and counselors, wellness practitioners, functional medicine practitioners, registered nurses, fitness professionals, meditation and mindfulness teachers, and corporate health and wellness. Let's shift now and have a look at our Professional Addiction Studies program. The program has been designed to meet the learning needs of individuals for the field of addictions. It also serves as professional development for those who trained in related fields such as mental health, counseling, law enforcement, nursing, social work, child and family services. The courses approach topics from both a theoretical framework and an applied perspective. The focus throughout is how to work with people with addictions of various types. You'll take courses that focus on specific topics and groups such as pharmacology, concurrent disorders, assessment and treatment planning, trauma-informed care, working with behavioral addictions, and more. The program is fully online so that you have the flexibility to complete course activities on your schedule. You do not need to log in on a specific day or time for the weekly content. It is asynchronous. And although we encourage you to attend the live Zoom sessions that are scheduled in certain weeks, they are not mandatory and they will be recorded. You can choose from either a certificate or a diploma. These programs are academic credit. This program does have an optional field experience course. This is not a required course for the program. Students without prior employment and addiction work may wish to consider gaining this hands-on exposure to the field. It's an opportunity to observe and practice a wide range of skills presented in the academic courses. Please visit our website for details. This is also an application-based program. There are certain prerequisites that are required for eligibility: an undergraduate degree in a related field or a 3-year college diploma in a related field. Relevant fields of study include psychology, social work, health, social sciences, public health, community and social services, child and youth studies. Or the alternative prerequisite would be a minimum of 2 years of full-time supervised experience of relevant professional experience in fields such as addiction, mental health, social and community services, nursing, law enforcement, criminal justice, and first responders. Please visit our website for full details on the application process. If you're interested in starting this program in the fall, please note that the application deadline is September 2nd. The program was designed to meet the educational requirements for the ICADC or the CCAC certifications that are offered through the Canadian Addiction Counselor Certification Federation. The Diploma in Professional Addiction Studies is pre-approved by the CACCF, meaning it meets the core educational requirements towards these certifications. Please note that the educational component is one of the requirements towards certification. And you can visit the website for the CACCF for the full requirements. The certificate in professional addiction studies can be used on a course-by-course basis towards these certifications. And for students, counselors in training, or new grads who are working towards completing their certifications, you can choose the entry-level certificate, Associate Addiction Counselor. The Professional Addiction Studies program provides an opportunity for individuals who are seeking to enter the field of addictions to enhance their knowledge and skills that are required for employment and professional certification. And although many of our students do intend to work in the addiction field directly, the knowledge and skill set of understanding how to work with addictions extends into a variety of professions. And as such, the program can also serve as professional development or a specialization for those who are trained in related fields, such as mental health, counseling, law enforcement, crisis response, nursing, social work, or child and family services. Thanks, everybody.
So thank you so much, Kathleen and Christy. I'm going to take it from here. I want to take a moment to talk about our Caregiving Essentials program, which will allow you to enhance your knowledge and confidence in your caregiver role. So what you'll learn is how to adopt the caregiver role, including legal and financial information, the health and social conditions relevant to your caregiving setting, as well as optimal aging practices for the older adults in your care. You'll learn how to navigate the health and social services system to better access the support for the older adult in your care. You'll also be equipped with the tools on how to complete a personalized caregiver action plan in order to prepare for expected and unexpected situations, as well as the importance and strategies for the self-care of the giver. With this program, you'll be able to earn your micro-credential in Caregiving Essentials. It is a free, self-paced online course, but it's not for credit. You must achieve a score of at least 80% or higher on all quizzes for you to earn your micro-credential. Now, we did have some misinformation going on in the past regarding our program, and I just want to make it clear for everybody participating today that this course does not qualify for the Caregiver Employment or Canada's Home Care Immigration Program. Any claims suggesting otherwise are false and misleading. Registration for this program does open in October, so if you are interested, I would maybe bookmark the October, bookmark October calendar in your schedule, just so you're aware of when registration opens. So another program I wanted to discuss here is creating caregiver-friendly workplaces. What you can expect to learn during your time in this program is how to recognize and identify the support needed by care employees in your workplace. You'll be able to describe the key elements of the CSA B70117 regulations for the Caregiver Inclusive and Accommodating Organization Standard. You'll be able to determine appropriate accommodations for care employees in your workplace and implement an effective communication strategy. Finally, you'll be able to evaluate the impact of your care-friendly workplace implementation plan and revise as needed. This program is great for any workplace, and I do recommend that if you do have people in your workplace who might be caring for an elderly one or a loved one, that you consider taking this program, as it might allow you to create an employment inclusive space for your employees. With this program, you'll earn a micro-credential in creating caregiver-friendly workplaces, which is a convenient and flexible online allows students to complete their studies in a convenient and flexible online learning with practical real-world applications. You'll learn from resources provided by human resources, occupational health and safety caregiving experts. And again, similar to the other caregiving credential, you'll need to score at least 80% on your final quiz to earn your micro-credential. So we do offer a number of other programs here at McMaster Continuing Education, which include the Health and Social Services Skill Development Program, Fundamentals of Health Research Methodologies. We also offer Microsoft Excel, Analyzing and Visualizing Data, I recommend this course and this program for anybody, regardless of what occupation they have. Excel is one of those skills that is transferable and can be applied from career to career. So I would consider taking this program for anybody who's interested. We also offer privacy management, which ties back into what Kathleen was talking about earlier regarding issues in healthcare, mindfulness in modern society, and we are proud to collaborate with EdExpress and Ed2Go and YouGot Class. We also do offer the Essentials program, which I, again, recommend for any working professional, as these strategies for effective management, remote work efficiency, improved decision-making, and managing workload and improving your well-being can be found through these courses. As these courses do tend to focus a little bit more on soft skills, you'll learn how to express yourself clearly and with confidence. We also have tools designed to help you learn how to deal with difficult people, as well as apply the art of active listening. You'll be able to effectively apply emotional intelligence to better understand, manage, and leverage emotions to manage conflict, deal with stress, and relate to others more effectively. And finally, you'll learn how to achieve optimum productivity and harmony in the workplace, as well as much more. What you can expect to gain through our Essentials program includes an Essentials program-specific or multi-competency digital certificate of completion upon completion and the successful completion of 5 full days worth of course loads. Students will also have a maximum of 3 years to complete all of the requirements for the Essentials program certificate of completion. These courses, again, are offered in a virtual classroom format, which are designed to mimic online lectures. And you'll learn half-day and 1 to 2 days course. You'll be equipped to enroll in either a half-day or 1 to 2 day course options. So again, you can take a look on our schedule to see how these courses do run and the days each classes are offered. So again, there are 6 essential streams, including business, communication, innovation, leadership, productivity, and team. So we do have some corporate options available for anybody in the chat who is a manager. So you can stay competitive by upskilling your employees regularly. So our student information specialists are committed to providing exceptional service from consultation to completion. You can expect outstanding support. So we are committed to helping you guys throughout your entire journey with us. We do offer tailored courses led by field experts to meet your organization's needs, as well as engage with assessment and real-world applications. So a lot of our courses are ran by instructors who do have real-world experience in the industry that they are teaching in. Some areas of interest that we also do offer include change management, project management, human resources, and these courses can be found on our website under the business tab. So you can unlock your credentials and future-proof your resume with the most in-demand skills and training. We do have digitally shareable credentials that you can add to your resume, LinkedIn profile, and easily share with employers. You'll be able to learn at your own pace based on your lifestyle and schedule. You'll be able to also get real-world hands-on experience from best-in-class instructors. And again, I encourage everybody who's here today to consider our Microsoft Excel program. Again, here are some of the funding options. They are on our website as well. My colleague has likely dropped a link to these on our website in the chat too. So I would encourage anybody who did express some need with funding their studies to bookmark this for future reference. Again, most of our courses are open enrollment and the registration is quick, easy, and online. So you'll add courses to cart and proceed to checkout. For any courses that do require an application, such as professional addiction studies and health informatics, once you go to the program page, you'll be able to see a tab that says apply, and that there will illustrate what it is that you need to successfully apply for the program and the documentations needed to present at the time of application. Again, we do not require your English language proficiency for our courses. However, if English is not your first language, I do encourage you to go online and take a look at our proficiency requirements and compare them to your past education, just to make sure that you can keep up with the language of instruction. So once you enroll in our courses, there are some frequently asked questions that I do receive as a student information specialist. So how do I begin my course? Your courses will be added to the Avenue to Learn platform on the start date of the course. So you won't be able to access your courses prior to the start date. However, when you do register, you will receive your MacID credentials via email in 24 hours after registration. You'll need to activate these credentials to be able to access the Avenue to Learn learning platform, as well as the student management system called Mosaic. How do I apply and enroll? Again, depending on the program, if it requires an application, you'll submit one. If the courses are open enrollment, you'll add them to cart and proceed to checkout. What is the cost? So we require students to pay for the programs on a course-by-course basis. We do not require students to pay for the program up front. If you are a first-time student to McMaster Continuing Education, you'll be required to pay a one-time MacID activation fee of $39. There might be textbooks costs associated with the programs as well, and those can range anywhere from $150 to $200. Any inquiries about textbooks can be directed to the campus bookstore. There is a textbook finder on their website that you'll be able to add your courses to and proceed to see what textbooks you need to purchase and how much they will cost. Again, the duration of the program really does depend on the program that you are taking. So there are many courses that don't have timelines, but there are some that must be completed in 3 years. There are some that must be completed within a designated time frame. So if you're not sure, it's best to reach out to us to confirm this. And finally, why are certain courses showing as unavailable? If a course is not showing on our website, that just means the program has not scheduled it to run for that term. If there's something you don't see in the fall 2025 and winter 2026 catalog on the schedules for our website, then there's a chance it'll be offered for spring 2025 for your registration. I do want to take some time to thank you so much today for coming out and meeting with us. Any last minute questions or concerns that you have can again be redirected to our website, where myself, Dave, and our team lead will be more than happy to assist you. Again, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. Your attendance is appreciated, and I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their week and the rest of their summer.